day to all of you. This video is all about all of my exam and I will document all of this. Our first exam is all about understanding similarities and differences of cultures. A mini portfolio inspiring and cultural appreciation. It's all about the difference of the two countries that I've choose. The country that I picked is Philippines and Japan because I love Japan and I want to know what is the difference of these two countries. The Philippines and Japan when it comes to greetings are they wear kimono and a hakama. The miko helps the bride. They have a tea ceremony. The wedding place is the shrine and the Shinto priest conducts the ceremony. While Filipino, they wear a white gown and a suit. The bridesmaid helps the bride. There are doves and a bouquet of flowers. The wedding place is the church and the Christian priest conducts the ceremony. Our second exam is all about information page. The context of this article is the awareness and how COVID-19 starts. We are all aware of the crisis we're facing nationwide. Numerous people are affected and infected by the virus called COVID-19. The coronavirus outbreak spread through Asia and is currently affecting the whole world. It was first identified in December 2019 in Wuhan, Hubei, China, and has resulted in an ongoing pandemic. For our safeness and cure for this flu epidemic, I believe, and we must follow the guidelines of the authorities as they know all about how to track and reduce the infected citizens. Instead of criticizing and trying to argue with the politicians, we should use instead our critical thinking as we confronted this kind of flu epidemic. The one that can protect us will be ourselves. For solution, we should maintain our physical social distancing. Wear our face mask, face shield, eat healthy meal for strong immune system, and always wash our hands properly. It's all about COVID-19 and how we avoid and getting prepared by this pandemic. The best thing to do during this pandemic are wash your hand frequently. Why? Washing your hands with soap and water or using alcohol-based hand rub kills viruses that may be on your hands. Number 2. Maintain social distancing. Maintain at least 1 meter distance between yourself and anyone who is coughing or sneezing. The insight of this is we must follow the rules and regulations of the government and even barangay officials to avoid COVID-19. The context on our fourth exam is all about awareness and how we spotted what is fake news and what is the negative effect of fake news in our life. So first, what is fake news? Fake news is the news that is not supported will never be happening in the first place. Example of this is what we call chismis in Filipino. Heard a lot of rumors that aren't true, and it can harmful because it can ruin some people's popularity or reputation. There are two kinds of fake news. The first one is stories that aren't true or exist. The second one is a story that have some true details but not 100% accurate. So, how can we avoid and spot fake news or articles in social media? First thing is to check the source if this is a legit site and check if the author really written this article. Use your common sense. Check every details that you feel so suspicious and think twice if this is true or not. And lastly, don't share or criticize directly if you don't really read the full article or the news. And avoid giving some information that aren't true to others. So, this is my thoughts about fake news. And I hope that you gain some knowledge and information about my speech. Thanks for your time listening to me, and goodbye. Thank you. Our fifth exam is role-playing or dramatic monologue, or communication in the workplace or work ethics. Our fifth exam is all about dramatic monologue, entitled Being the Boss. The student has to read, understand, memorize, internalize, and deliver the pitch that has something to do with the communication in the workplace, dealing and handling with the conflict in which the character will come out. The greatest task a man or lady boss to have is to settle dispute among his or her colleagues or subordinates in the organization or company. Some is all about research paper title. The research is all about the influence of identification cards as a key cards to the safeness of the school facilities in University of Mindanao, Matina. I conduct this research to share my thoughts about having an IC as a key cards to promote safetyness and avoid getting hacked by the anonymous. The use of IC can also protect and monitor the attendance of the students conveniently, for it automatically records by tapping the cards into the access control system. In Davao City, Santa Ana National High School implemented a high-technology identification system. It is said that more than 9,000 students of the school will be monitored when swiping their identification cards while entering and leaving the campus premises. After swiping their identification cards, a notification will appear in the monitor, and at the same time, a text message will be sent to their parents or guardians. For the last part of our exam, in our research, we add the statement of the study and the other parts of research that is needed to complete our research.